That's some pretty cool news regarding a new ASUS mini PC, some updates regarding the RTX 5090, and then some news regarding AMD. Some pretty interesting stuff to cover today. So if you were just listening to me, as always, take a look at the screen so that you can see what we're going to be covering today. First up, I wanted to cover a tiny little ASUS gaming PC that's going to be packing an RTX 4070 and a 16-core Intel CPU. I think that is super cool. I know that we have other mini PCs out there, but like we don't have a mini PC that's packing this kind of power. You know what I mean? Like this is pretty cool to see. So the new lineup of ASUS ROG NUC machines goes up for sale with the Intel Meteor Lake CPU and options for the NVIDIA RTX 4060 and RTX 4070 GPUs. The only problem with this is the actual price. This thing's going to be like a whopping, I'm pretty sure off the top of my head, it's like $1,700. So it is going to be very, very expensive. But the cool thing about this, man, is that we're going to be able to play some games at 4K in a small form factor. Like this thing looks like the PlayStation Mini for all the other retro enthusiasts that are watching this video. We have the Super Nintendo Mini, the Nintendo Mini, the Sega Genesis Mini, a PS1 Mini, soon, hopefully, at some point here in the future, a Nintendo 64 Mini and a GameCube Mini. I think that would be pretty cool. Let me know how many of you think that would be pretty cool. Now, obviously, you're going to be able to upgrade this to all kinds of different specs. This is a PC from ASUS, and I'm sure that they're going to have all kinds of different options for us. But I personally think that this is super cool to be getting a gaming PC that is actually going to be packing this kind of power. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's really it. Holy moly, voice crack that will be left in the video. Let's go ahead and move on to this next video or article. It says the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090 rumors, expected release date, and what we know so far. So the reason that I wanted to cover this is because this was just barely recently updated. And as you can see right here, it says that when might this come out? It says the NVIDIA RTX 5090 likely will not arrive until 2025. What new features could it have? Expect a whole new chip structure, a faster bus, and more. How much might it cost? We don't know just yet, but expect it to reach at least $1,600 MSRP. So the reason that I'm covering this is because I want to know where they're getting their information from. This was posted on March 20th, 2024. And then it says right here, update, March 20th, 2024. We have updated our NVIDIA RTX 5090 rumor hub with rumors about the release date, performance, improvements, and the price. So the reason that I'm confused about this is because the RTX 5090, all the other rumors and leaks that I have seen are pointing at this graphics card coming out in the fourth quarter of 2024, not 2025. The other graphics cards are going to be coming out in 2025, like the RTX 5080, the 5070, the 5060, and apparently the 5050. We're actually going to be getting a 50 series of cards for the 50 series. And then another thing is, how much might this GPU cost? I'm also a little bit confused about that because as far as I'm concerned, dude, there's like 0% chance, literally like a 0% chance that the RTX 5090 costs under $2,000. They're not going to offer a graphics card that is 70% better than an RTX 4090 for a cheaper price than a 4090. Why would they do that? Like, and you also have to keep in mind that, look, this is me just being honest. You can hate me all you want. You can go ahead and rage down into the comments about how much you hate me, even though I have no choice over this, okay? NVIDIA, their company, the business model, they are not aiming their company at gamers anymore, and they have not been aiming their graphics cards at gamers for a long time. Ever since the Bitcoin mining era is really when this started to like be very obvious and noticeable, man. So like right now, NVIDIA is aiming their graphics cards at big companies, big businesses, creators, people using these like 3D rendering programs, Cinema 4D, Blender, animation software, AI, artificial intelligence. That's probably the biggest one right now. And they know that they can charge as much as they want because now they've basically Jensen, he has interviews on this, man. Like he's been interviewed multiple times where he says this. He has been working on AI for a very long time. at least as far as I'm aware right now, I'm fully aware AMD has their AI stuff. Yes, I'm fully aware. It's like, but it's like 30% of what NVIDIA offers. Like, dude, that's they literally cannot compete with NVIDIA. So the reason I was explaining that is because Jensen was developing AI long before a brain fart right now. The lady at AMD there. And because of that, you know, I'm hoping you know this, right? Because of that, you know that AI gets quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker as time goes on. It doesn't just like come up with something and then all of a sudden where, you know, like going backwards. Like once you get something with AI, dude, you got to remember that these, like when AI introduces something, like let's just say a 4090, let's say AI developed this 4090, and this is like literally AI, and I'm talking like full-blown mechanical humans that literally develop this entire thing. The AI brain develops it. Within like a week from now, we would have an RTX 5090 that performs 10 times better. And then within a week from the 5090, we would have a 6090 that performs 10 times better. And then within a week from that, it would be better and better and better and better. And the reason that I'm explaining this, dude, is because AI it starts and then it's nothing but uphill from that point on. So because Jensen's been, or whatever, I'm horrible with names right now, because they were so early on and they've been ahead, I guess, for a good majority of time with AI involved of this aheadedness. It's the only word I can think of, aheadedness. They've been ahead for so much longer, but now that AI is here, they're like taking this like top and like enhancing it. So like AMD is not even going to be releasing a next gen GPU that can compete with NVIDIA, dude. And it's crazy to see that, man. But anyways, I know I got a little bit off topic there. The reason I wanted to cover this is because I'm just confused at where they're getting their information from, because that's not what I have seen from multiple people. But then again, this is like, I'm just going to show you this. Like this is all right. So here's the top of the article. And then if we scroll down, I got ad block enabled right now. So I'm not getting all the adverts. Like the internet is literally unusable without ad block in 2024. So yes, I'm sorry, article Android Authority, for using ad block on your website, but you can go ahead and blame the other articles that literally toss 500 advertisements in my face without using. You go ahead and watch Moist Critical. He actually has a video on this of so hold on. Or Penguin. I still call him Moist Critical because that's what his old name was. All right, so if we go here, I'm gonna go ahead and show you this really quickly. The internet, it was a while right here. The internet is unusable without ad block. This is the video. So this video right here that he was watching, like every like 3 to 4 seconds there was an advertisement. But anyways, this article doesn't like show or like whatever. He says this guy, but he like, the Moore's law is dead. Like this, he did not say that this is going to be coming at, oh, I didn't watch this. This is a 2-hour podcast streamed 3 weeks ago. Yeah, but he's made multiple videos. Okay, so I watched this one, the Intel Arrow Lake. I watched this interview with Vex. Vex is a cool guy as well. He's exploded since I've been watching him. Huh. Well, I could be wrong about that, but either way, man, all the people, and I'm sure you guys have seen it as well. There's all kinds of, okay, they are actually like sourcing there. Yep, that's not the release date. All right, so either way, man. Feature, okay, that's another leak. So they don't, okay, so it's not the, all right, so where does he say this release date? Because now I'm, yeah, misconceptions. All right, let's go down to the timestamps. Now I understand. All right, so here we go.
Here, and then it will be ready to launch. So that's what I see happening. It's good, but X3D, because scenario. So find it unlikely they go with. Let me see. I see a Nintendo Switch question.
All right, well, I'm not gonna watch his video. I don't know. I don't believe that. I don't think that NVIDIA is stupid enough to release their highest end model after whatever after the holiday. I don't think NVIDIA would do that. So let's go ahead and get into the other articles. I did not mean to make that portion of the video so long. It's hard to do that with when I'm interested in stuff. So this right here is pretty cool. I'm actually very interested in Intel because, so for those of you that are unaware of this, there's a of them. I'm sure if you watch me, you have to be aware of Gamers Nexus. He did an interview with Intel's guy, whatever, the guy with glasses there. He's heavier set. And anyway, so after that, I was looking into it, and then because YouTube does this like thing where it takes you down this like wormhole of content, and I was watching some videos regarding editing, like video editors with the Intel Arc graphics cards. So I'm actually going to be getting myself one of the Intel Arc laptops. So I'm gonna go over to Amazon really quickly, and I'll show you guys the one that I want to get here because it's in my cart. And the reason I want to get this is because of hello, would you like let me go to my cart here really quickly? Is because of like the performance with video editing, dude. And like they're rendering out videos in less than real time. So like so 1080, they didn't show 4K. So let me show you the laptop here. So this is the laptop that I want to get. It has a full 1080p 144. I'm not going to get this for gaming. This is strictly for editing, like when I'm traveling and stuff. Let's zoom in for you guys. So it's the Intel X15 gaming laptop, 144 hertz, 15.6 inch display, has the Intel i7 1200H, and then it also has the newest Intel Arc A730 graphics card inside of it. And I want to get this because it also has 16 gigabytes of DDR5, which is going to be perfectly fine for small little video edits when I'm traveling and stuff. And then it also has a 1 terabyte that's good enough for me to be able to store files on it. It has a whatever integrated webcam, which is probably dog rear end. But to be fair, what laptop has a good webcam? Don't even say MacBook, because even their cameras are doo-doo. But anyways, I guess it's kind of hard to fit a good camera in there. But at the same time, we have phones with cameras in them that are like ridiculous. But anyway, oh, you can imagine that, dude. Imagine making like some sort of like super overpowered laptop. But anyways, so Gamers Nexus, that's the reason I wanted to share this, is because I really want to get myself an Intel Arc graphics card. And just like, first I'm going to get this laptop though, because I want to make sure that the Intel Arc graphics are good. And I've had multiple laptops and I've never kept one. And I've had the Razer RTX 3080 laptop. I had an older Razer laptop with the 1080. I had one of the ASUS. I have multiple videos on reviews of them. You guys can check out the laptop review. I had a couple ASUS ones. One ASUS had all AMD. Never again. Oh my goodness. Never again will I get an all AMD laptop. Worst laptop ever. Oh my God, what a headache. Freaking Adobe always crashed, dude. That was the last time I'll ever use an AMD graphics card, bro. What a horrible experience. But anyways, for those of you that are unaware, go check that video out. It's literally like an hour long, but either way, this is about the Battlemage GPUs with 20 and 24 XE cores, and then 12 gigabytes of VRAM were spotted on CIS Software Sandro website. So Intel maintains tight-lipped approach regarding Battlemage news, its upcoming discrete graphics architecture. The company has focused criticism for the prolonged delays in launching its predecessor, Alchemist. So if we come down here, Intel graphics. Now, according to entries, all right, so we got Intel fellow confirmed that over 30% of the Intel GPU team is working on Battlemage. You see 2 chips. What do you guys think about me like streaming something of like something where we're learning computer science together? Because I'm still in the process of learning all of this stuff. So a lot of these, like this information here, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I told you guys I'd tell you that when I'm on a work, because I told you guys I'm new to this stuff, man. Like, I love tech. I understand the basics of computers. I understand how parts inside of a computer work. I understand the basics of a graphics card, the basics of RAM, the basics of a CPU, the basics of the motherboard, power supply, and all that kind of stuff. But when we get down to the little like nitty gritty details, like die size, and then where the memory locations are like around the die size, and then how there's like quadrillion whatever things that are like making the chip, and then how RAM has dude. So like the nitty gritty details on how everything, I don't understand that. So some of the numbers that I end up reading, sometimes they confuse me. So that's why sometimes I just say, I don't know what I'm talking about here. These numbers are confusing me. But to be fair, most of you seem to be pretty respectful with that and understand that none of us are just like the smartest people in the world and know everything. There's always going to be some comments saying, oh my goodness, that guy doesn't know anything. He doesn't know what this is. Should we really be listening to him? Yo, we all got to learn at some point, bro. You know what I mean? The only reason I do this stuff is because I started a PC building business and I was looking this stuff up anyway so that I could learn myself. I wanted to continue to grow my PC building business and I wanted to stay update with the hardware for the business. And I wanted to be able to build people computers properly so that they're getting what they want and so that it functions the way that they want, because it's like a creator computer is much better than a gaming computer, or much different than a gaming computer. And yes, that is a fact, man. They literally have creator motherboards out there. And is there like a massive difference between a Z790 and some other whatever? You guys get my point. We all gotta learn at some point. This right here, AMD 6-core Ryzen 5 7600 drops to 189 buckaroos. That's a really good deal for a CPU. So if you want to go grab this on Walmart's website, you can definitely do that. Okay, there's no link to it. So anyways, it's on Walmart's website. I'm sure you guys can tell by looking at that. I can tell. And then we come over here. AMD enables memory overclocking on a Radeon RX 7900 GRE. I think that's pretty sweet, because this is a really good graphics card actually, for like value wise for gamers. This is a super good graphics card. This is better than a 4070. Right? This is the. All right. So this, yeah. See, okay, this is it right here. Right. This is the new one. See, I don't stay up to date with AMD very often. Graphics cards at least. But I do know this is the new one. Pretty sure. I forget. But anyways, Microsoft DirectSR revealed, and this is going to be making resolution upscalers easier to implement, which is, I'm just like, we have like so many now. We have Intels, we have AMDs, and we also have NVIDIAs. And then I could be mistaken about this, but this DirectSR is now Microsoft's. So now we have 4. We have built-in Microsoft one, we have AMD one, we have Intel one, and we have NVIDIA one. NVIDIA's works wicked good though. I can't tell the difference. I literally can't. You know what I mean? I can't tell the difference. I'm just being real with you. So I take that back. I guess so the only time you can tell a difference is if you're playing in native 4K, like right now, like I'm just playing and I'm like, oh, I'm playing really good and it's fun. And then I start having like a bunch of issues and my computer's not performing well. And then I go into my settings and I enable that DLSS. After you're playing at original 4K, like at like whatever, without any of those settings, you can kind of tell a difference. But because it's like when you have like a 4K monitor, you go from a 4K monitor, or a 1440p monitor, you have a 1440p monitor and you're like, oh, this is pretty sweet. And then you go to 4K and you're like, oh, there's not that big of a difference. And then you use that 4K monitor for a day or two, and then you go back to the 1440p monitor and you're like, oh my God, there's such a big difference. because your eyes adjust to the 4K, and they're like going from a low, you're like, if we even think like 10 years ago, we're all watching, or not 10, like 20 years ago, we're all watching these like big CRT TVs that were like outputting like 240p resolution. And we're all like, oh, this is such great quality. And then 720p TVs come out. Oh, there's not that big of a difference. and then you go from 720p to the 480. Like, oh my God, there's such a big difference. And then 1080p TVs come out, and you get a 1080. Oh, it's not that big of a difference from 720p. And then you use the 1080p one for a little bit, and you go to the 720, and you're like, oh my God, 720 is so crap. You can literally do this right now because I upload in 4K. So go from 4K, like turn the setting to 4K, and then like watch this video, and then rewatch this video in like 1080p or 720 or even 1440p, and you're gonna notice a difference. It's so funny how our minds work, because you're not gonna like, yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to share this because I think it's pretty crazy that we're getting all these like upscalers and stuff. And AI has me super interested for computers. One, because dude, I have a PC building business. Like, this is what I do for a living. I build people's computers. And like AI has all these like jobs that it's about to replace, like encode or like software engineers, tech people. Like, a lot of tech people are just going to be like, boop, AI's replacing them. And it sucks, man. It kind of does. And it's not going to fully replace them. Like, you're still going to have, like, who's going to develop the AI in order to whatever. Eventually, like, we're still, at least I think, a ways off from that point, I hope. But eventually AI will take. It's just how it's going to be. Like, there's just how human the evolution of our universe works. Like, we went from whatever mammals and whatever, and now like humans control the entire planet. You know what I mean? And then eventually something else is going to replace the humans, and then that's probably going to be AI, and then something will replace AI, and then whatever. You guys get my point here. Man, I got way off topic. I don't even know why I was saying that. But anyways, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of the video. So AI and games and stuff like the AI NPCs and stuff. I'm really excited for that kind of stuff, dude. It's super cool. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. I know it's a bit of a different type of video today, more just hanging out, chilling, covering cool stuff, talking about everything. But I don't know. That little mini computer is pretty interesting. I want to get one and see how it performs. You know, but yeah, I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.